Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time that you are watching this video. I want you to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. Thank you. And the topic for us today is how to resolve conflict. How do we resolve conflict in our homes? How do we resolve conflict in a relationship? What is conflict? I'm going to be talking about what conflict is. Conflict is a state of disagreement or argument between two opposing groups on issues, not agreeing, not coming to terms with issues. Conflict is having incompatible feelings, ideas, interests, or opinions on issues. When you are always in contention, you are always disagreeing on issues, you are not agreeing as a couple, then you need to look for ways to resolve your conflicts. You need to look for ways to settle the reason, the reason behind this conflict. You need to sit down together. And the first thing I'm going to be recommending is, as a child of God, you must be sure that Christ is at the center of your home. Is the only one that can enable or empower you to be able to resolve your conflicts. Be sure that Christ is at the center of your home. Without him, you can do nothing. And the next point is, you must be able to communicate freely. There must be free communication, effective communication. And effective communication is when, you are communicating whether verbally or non-verbally with your partner, and he or she understood what you are trying to communicate, and there is response. There must be effective communication. It might be verbally, maybe talking together physically, or on the phone, or through text messages. Now that we are in the era of social media, text messages, emails, video calls, through signs, different ways, writing. There must be effective communication, and your partner must understand what you are trying to communicate, and there must be response for it to be termed effective communication. And the next point is, you must not refer to past errors or mistakes of your partner. You must not catalog the errors of your partner or write it out, and when there is an issue, then you are now referring to it. That was how you did this 2 years ago. That was what you did in January. This is what you did in December. The errors of the past must be left in the past. Talk about the issue at hand. You must not refer to past errors or mistakes. The ones that has passed, leave it in the past. Then the next point I'm going to be mentioning here is, you must understand that there are some things about your partner that cannot be changed. You just need to manage and compromise a little. You understand? There are some things that cannot be changed. So don't have it at the back of your mind that I want to change my partner. He or she must change this particular thing. There are some things that cannot be changed. You just need to manage one another. Then the next point is, learn to apologize on time. The moment you discover that you are at fault or you've offended your partner, make sure you apologize on time. Then also, do not attack each other's personality. Do not attack each other's personality. Don't talk down on your partner. Don't body shame your partner. If you want to resolve your conflict, do not talk down on your partner's personality, on each other's personality. Don't body shame. Don't talk about their physical incapabilities or disabilities. Don't talk down on their personality. Don't use words that bring down. Don't just talk down on each other's personality. It will not help you to resolve your conflict. Then the next point is, treat each other with respect. Respect is reciprocal. Treat each other with respect. What you will not take, do not give it to your partner. What you will not accept, do not do it to your partner. treat one another with respect. The next point is, do your part of loving your partner. Do your part of submitting. You know, the Bible even tells us that we should submit to one another. And he instructs the husband, love your wife, and wife, submit unto your own husband. And in Ephesians 5:33 said we should respect one another. We should submit one to another. This is very important. There are some issues or topics that you need to submit to one another. But respect, you must respect yourselves. You must respect yourself. Then also, learn to speak the truth in love. Do not lie to one another. Tell each other the truth. Be honest. Be honest. And also, the next point is, be willing to forgive and let go. If you don't forgive your partner, who will you forgive? Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive one another and let go. Learn to forgive and let go. This is very important. Do not live in unforgiveness. The moment you are living in unforgiveness, you refuse to forgive your partner, it means you are holding your partner bound, and you two, you are not going forward. Then also, the next point is, do not always insist on having your own way. Do not insist that it must be done. That particular thing must be done in your own way. Learn to compromise a little. You know, learn to compromise a little. Do not insist that it must be done in my own way. Then also, do not pretend. Do not pretend to your partner. Do not pretend to your partner. Do not pretend to your partner. Focus on the issue at hand. You know, talk on the issue at hand. Do not refer to past errors like I mentioned earlier on. Then learn to trust one another. This is about the 14th point. Learn to trust one another. Trust one another. It is very, very important. Trust one another. Without trust, your relationship, your marriage cannot stand. Trust one another. Then also, spice your marriage a little. Surprise one another with gifts. Do something different, no matter how small or big. You know, surprise one another with gifts. Learn to buy gifts for one another. And also, learn to know your partner's love language. Then use it. Use it from time to time. Some partners may like words of affirmation. Use it. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for being there for me. Use it. And give one another gifts from time to time, no matter how big or small. Know each other's colors, preferred colors. Use it. You understand. When there are conflicts, this is the time to spice your marriage up a little. Then I also want to say, we should learn to be supportive and encourage one another's dream. Support yourself. Give each other support when necessary. Support each other's dreams, your goals, your aspiration. Learn to discuss it and be supportive of each other's dream. Be supportive. Be a wife or a partner that supports the husband's dream. Be a husband that supports the wife's dream. Financially, spiritually, you know, spiritually, by praying for one another, praying that the goal or the idea that your partner is embarking on will succeed. If you want to give financial support to your partner's dream or what business, please do it. Go ahead and support one another. Be an encourager. Be an encourager. Support each other. It is very important. Your partner should be rest assured that he or she has a supportive partner in whatever they are doing that is according to the will of God. Then the next point is, always have a goal at any particular point in time and subject it to reviews, constant reviews. Have a goal at every particular point in time and subject it to reviews. You know why I said this? I'm saying this, that you should subject it to constant reviews, is because the economic dimension, economic dynamics is changing. You understand? So when you have a goal, you should subject it to constant review. And depending on the economic situation that you find yourself, or you know, whatever your family you are going through at that particular point in time. So when you have a goal, subject it to constant reviews, and you do it as a team. Subject this goal to constant review and do it as a team. And the next thing I'm going to be talking about, and the last point for that matter, is discuss how to avoid future conflicts. You know, when you discover the area where you are always having conflicts, talk about it extensively and discuss how to avoid having that constant conflict. And when you discover that you are always having conflicts, maybe on money, sit down and look for a way to avoid that constant conflict. And I know with these few points that I've mentioned, you will be able to resolve your conflict amicably. Thank you so much for listening and for watching this video. Like I said before, go to Love Enclave, my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, comment, and share to your friends and loved ones. God bless you. See you next time. Thank you so much.